Hey everybody, it's Barbara here from Gardners Journey Homestead, and today I'm going to do a video on just some things that makes gardening easier, cooking easier. Of course, we garden, we bring the produce in, so I'm just going to kind of go through a couple of my favorite products so far, or hacks, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to take you on the journey with you and just show you a couple of things that I use that helps me on my homestead. Okay guys, so one of the first things I want to show you is this. I absolutely love this. This is the Vidalia Chop Wizard, and you use it to chop veggies, okay? Onions, peppers, things like that. I want to show you how this works. This thing is amazing. If you don't have one of these, you need to get it. I will put a link in the description. I got mine off Amazon. I think it was like $19.99. But this is amazing. Okay, and if you're like me, you probably have bought a lot of choppers, right? And here's the thing for me is that sometimes I feel like it's easier to just, dice it on a cutting board or whatever, because I don't want to get my chopper out. It has too many pieces. I have to rinse it, wash it, the whole yada, 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 yay, right? So I have a few different kinds of choppers. This right here, though, if I'm chopping like more than just one thing and I'm going to be chopping, this is a great tool. Obviously, you can use a food processor, all that stuff, but this is just something nice, handy. It's relatively small. I want to show you how it works, okay? So let's do that. Okay, so here I am about to do a red pepper. This is from the garden, of course, right? So I got my little bag over here that I can use for compost. So we'll just cut the seed part out, okay? And we're gonna do that. So you can just see I have, let's see. Okay, so let me show you how this works. Basically, you can see the construction of it. So it's a clear case. The one thing I like about it has the markings on the side so you can see your measurements. It comes with two of these. One is more finely chopped, or you can more finely chop. I'm using this side right here. And basically you just put the thing on here. Uh-oh, I got my little finger. And that's it, y'all. Look at that. It's super quick, super easy. And then you can just, see how I shook it on down. And I can see that right now I have a half of a cup, okay? It's just that simple. All right, I'm making spaghetti, so I'm putting a lot of onions, garlic, and peppers from the garden. And so I'm gonna chop this stuff up to go in my spaghetti. But y'all, is this not the coolest thing? Hold on, got my little thing wrong. It is so, did you see it was just one little thing, boom, and done. Okay, so I'm gonna keep chopping and I'll show you some more in just a second. So I chopped up all the veggies. I did like 3 or 4 peppers and I did a whole onion. So now I want to show you what I do with my garlic. And yes, this is garlic from the garden. I grew this last season. So I put it in the ground end of October and harvested it in June. And so we still have tons left, which is good. And I'll be planting garlic again in just a few weeks. So I want to show you what I do with my garlic. And I'm going to use this. I know it's small but mighty. This is a garlic peeler. So I'm gonna show you how this works. It is the coolest. Okay, so obviously you gotta separate the cloves of your garlic. Okay, so you see you have a garlic. And this is one of the reasons why I was hesitant about doing fresh garlic, because y'all, it's just easy to use garlic powder, but it don't taste the same. So you put it in this little tube, and actually we can do more than, I'll do one now and just let you see it. But inside this tube, let me see if you can see, it has ridges. Do you see that? So you put the garlic in there, and all you do is rock it back and forth, roll it, and you can see, and again, it was hard for me to do it and do the camera at the same time, but you can see it comes out just like this. Y'all, that's a game changer. Let me do one more so you can see. And yes, you can put more than one clove in there. So we'll put 2 in there, right? And again, I'm on this cutting board and trying to operate the phone at the same time. But basically, you're just rocking it back and forth. If I wasn't trying to show you on the camera, my phone is falling, then it would be a little, let me just try to do it off of the cutting board. Let's see if that works better. I just had to get some traction. Oh, this one fell out. But you can see that it's starting to come off. Again, trust me, it works. And this is like $6, right? $6 from, of course, Amazon, right? So look, and y'all, again, this took a little, maybe, I don't know, 15 seconds longer because I was trying to show you and and do the camera at the same time. But you can see perfect garlic, and then I can just put this in my chopper and add that to the mix. So I'm gonna finish doing some more garlic, and you'll be able to see just how easy it is. And another thing, y'all, you really don't even have to touch it, so your hands don't have to smell like garlic, because when you do it the right way and you're not trying to record a YouTube video, it'll come out perfectly and the skin will be off and you'll have the garlic already done, okay? But because I'm doing double duty, but you can see how easy that is to get off, right? But it does it for you. So you look, y'all, we got 4 cloves of garlic just like that in a matter of seconds. So I'm gonna keep doing this because remember, y'all, we're making spaghetti, okay? And I'm making spaghetti, but the purpose of this video is to show you the hacks that you can have on a homestead, and not just even on a homestead, no matter where you live, right? You wanna find things that make it easier for you, and that's more efficient, right? So I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna show you the next thing. So y'all, this is my other little thing I wanna show you that's new, and I consider it a hack if you're having issues with your plants getting eaten by pests. Yeah, so in this raised bed, I have what you see that little pest right there? He's on the outside, he can't get in. Yeah, that's why I have this. This is called the Gardners protection tent. It's like a 3-in-1. And so I want to show you some of the features of it. And again, this is just an option. It doesn't mean it's the only option, but this is something that I'm trying because I was so frustrated with the pests getting my stuff. So you can see on one side, it has zippers all the way down. And then it also has these little straps so that you can roll it up when you want it to get more sun or you want it to get water. But I got this from Garden Supply. I will link it in the description. But y'all, I had planted my collard greens and kale out here. And y'all, I actually planted twice. They got eaten up by pests. I sprayed with neem oil. I sprayed with insecticidal soap. I did all the things. And I came out here and my plants were literally skint clean. There was nothing left on them, right? And so I was just frustrated. And so I saw this and decided to try it. So far, I like it. And let me just try to get a little bit closer so you can see, or pan out so that you can see the whole thing. But y'all, it fits perfectly over my 4x8 bed. It comes in 2 sizes. And y'all, this is the insect cloth. So I'll get up a little closer. You can see that it's like really, really, really fine mesh, right? So there's no insect that can go through this. And then you can see at the bottom, it has zippers. So I'll unzip it. I can't do it with one hand. So I'll unzip it and show you how easy it is. And so when I want to get a good watering, I'll unzip it and let the water go. Or if I wanted to get more sun. This also came with a greenhouse cloth as well. So when it gets really, really cold, I can use this to protect the plants. The same thing that you would use for like row cover. So let me unzip it and I'll show you. Okay, so I unzipped one part of it. You can also see there's these ties to keep it secure so that the cover does not blow off, right? And then you can just see inside my beds. These are my collard greens. And y'all, I still have a little bit of damage. It's not necessarily pest damage. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good shot. That might just be a watering situation. I'm not really sure, but much better than they did before. So you can see I got my kale, my collard greens, all of that stuff. And you can see I have leaves, right? I have leaves. We had a rain last night, so it's wet in here. So that's another thing. It did rain, and I was wondering, would the rain go through? And it did. We had quite a bit of rain on yesterday. So let me show you one other thing. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, so this is my latest hack. And so one of the things is, if you have pest pressure in your garden, don't give up, right? Find some things that work. So I'm gonna walk over here and I'll also let you see what I have on the other bed that's not as fancy, just to show you a different option. Okay, so this is the other option, y'all. This is like some insect cover. My husband had put these hoops in last year when we did like frost cover when it was cold. This is more insect netting, and y'all, it's not the prettiest, meaning we haven't found a way to get it like super tight and where it will stay. So if you have any options and you've done this before, please put it down in the comments and give me any suggestions you have about how to make this super tight. But it's on here, and they are at least doing better, because again, this bed has broccoli and cabbage, and I think that's it in here. And y'all, again, they came and skimped my plants, but at least now I have leaves. They don't look the absolute greatest, but I do have leaves. Obviously, I got some weeds. Y'all, that's another thing. What are these little things that keep coming up? It's like little bitty weeds that, of course, that I didn't plant, and they're everywhere. And I just take them and pull them up like so. But they keep coming back. I don't know what they are. But you can see at least the plants are growing in here. Like I said, this is not the prettiest option, but it is an option. And again, I'm sure there's a better way to do it so where it's tight. We just haven't quite figured that out yet. But again, like I say all the time, y'all, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Yes, I'm like you. I love for my stuff to look great. I love for it to look neat. I want it to be done a certain way. But what I have found on this journey is that sometimes I just have to have it done, right? And it may be imperfect and I can tweak later. I can make it look better later, right? And that's what I want to always come across, is that this is a journey, and don't let perfection stop you from growing, right? Don't let it stop you. Like if you have pest pressure and stuff is eating up your flowers and stuff, find a solution that works and just keep trying. Y'all, I've used neem oil. I've used insecticidal soap. You know, I try to do everything organic, right? So I don't use chemicals or anything like that. And when I'm using like the neem oil, like that's my last resort. I try to flick them off. I try to cover them. I try to, do companion planting, where I'm planting other stuff that repels the insects or the bugs that get on my stuff. But the point is, you got to keep going. Okay. You got to keep going. So as you can see, I showed you two different options. The fancy option, it's not the cheapest, but I like it. And then you have the other option with the insect netting. So that's what you have. So let me show you a couple of other things, and let me give you a quick surprise. Let me show you a little surprise. There's Max. He's one of our dogs we have on the farm. Say hi, Max. Max is a black lab, purebred. He's Mr. Loyal. Wherever I go, he goes. And here's Sunika, turn around. She's a South African Mastiff. She came all the way from Africa. She came on the plane from Africa, and we picked her up in Atlanta. She's a sweet girl. And then Cinnamon is over here. Let's see if she'll stay. Cinnamon is one of the cats. So we have 2 dogs and 2 cats. There she is. Hey, Cinnamon. Cinnamon, say hi to the people. Turn around. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. You're the special surprise. Okay. And I'm not going out there. And then we have another cat, which is Simba, which is her brother. She's exploring. You can see she has plenty to explore. And y'all, it's so funny. All the animals get along. Like, who says dogs and cats can't be one big happy family? Because ours are. So you can see they're all out here where I am, which is usually the case. Cinnamon, you won't turn around? And y'all, I'm actually, Cinnamon. I don't want to pick her up, but okay. So, those are the animals. Okay, y'all, one more thing I want to show you that I think is brilliant. It wasn't my idea. I saw it, I think on somebody else's channel, and I tried it and I love it. Look, y'all, this is how I keep my seeds. And so I want to show you this because if you're like me and you're, growing your garden, you're trying to grow your garden, you start to accumulate seeds, right? And first, it's just, if you're just starting out, you may have a couple of seeds, packets here, a couple there. But as you get into gardening, then the cheapest way to grow your food is through seeds, not buying starts, not buying the produce already done at the grocery store. The quickest way to grow your own food, or the cheapest way, I should say the quickest, the cheapest way to grow your own food is by buying seeds. That is absolutely the cheapest way. So think about this way. If you go, like right now, we're in the fall season, and we're all planting our fall gardens. If you go into your local nursery and let's say you buy a cabbage start, right? A start, to start your garden, to start in the garden. It's already, been a seedling, right? And so typically you're gonna pay $3.50 to $4 for a start, right? So if you think about it, you're literally paying $3.50 for 1 head of cabbage because that particular cabbage start is only gonna produce 1 cabbage head, right? Well, you can buy a packet of seeds for $2, $3, $4, depending on where you buy and what type of seeds you prefer. And you can get multiple cabbages, right? So that's why I say seeds are the cheapest way to grow your own food. So I want to show you how I have begun to organize my seeds, and it makes the process so much easier, okay? Okay, so this is a photo storage box, and I will link it down below, right? So the design of this is actually to store photos, not seeds, but it works perfectly for seeds. So like I showed you in the beginning, they come with, I think, 18 cases, right? So you can see I have all the cases here, and it's a 4x6 size because remember, it's for pictures, but it fits seed packets perfectly. So it pops open, as Tabitha Brown would say, like so, like that. Like so, like that. And you see you have all of your seeds that fit in here very nice and neat, unless you have the bulky ones. But for the most part, all of your seeds are gonna fit, right? So this is what I have begun to do to organize my seeds. And you see, I have labeled them, right? So these are all my bell pepper seeds, right? And you can see here, I have labels on all of these. And because I'm not completely anal, but just a little bit, I shouldn't say anal, organized. Ideally, I have all of these in alphabetical order, right? So literally, y'all, I can just grab, let's say I'm gonna go plant carrots. I can literally grab the carrots one. It's empty now because I actually did plant carrots earlier this week. And so I took my seeds that I had left and I planted them in the greenhouse. And this lets me know I need to buy more carrot seeds for next year because I was running low. I planted all that I had, right? And so I don't know that I would have known that because, y'all, I was keeping my seeds. They were in like this Rubbermaid bin and they were all together. And I tried to group them by vegetables, then fruits, then herbs, but it just got to be so many. This is a much nicer, cleaner way to organize your seeds. And so literally you can just take whatever, like this is my tomato one, and I have 2 for tomatoes because I have, you know, we grow a lot of tomatoes, right? You can just take this case to your garden, to your raised bed, to your greenhouse, and that way you have all your seeds together, and then when you're done, you just put them back in here. And when it's time to buy seeds again, you can look through and see what you have, right? It makes it so much easier. So y'all, this is actually a photo case, but like I said, it's perfect for seeds. So if you're looking for a way to organize your seeds, this is a great hack, a great tip to keep all your seeds organized. Y'all can see here how I have all of them organized, and you can see I have some missing because some of them are actually at the greenhouse because I planted some stuff on yesterday, right? So I have tomatoes. I have one for marigolds because I plant a lot of marigolds because, you know, marigolds are great companion plants, especially around your tomatoes. And so then I have another one that's just for flowers. So y'all, I will link it down in the description box below. Let me know if you try it. And again, you can close this case, and the whole case has a handle. See that? Y'all, I'm in business, okay? I am in business. So I hope you love this tip as well. So y'all, I hope you enjoyed that. So I showed you some stuff in the kitchen that makes it easy as you're trying to store your stuff, preserve your stuff, bring it in from harvest. I showed you my lovely, lovely, lovely Vidalia chop wizard. I showed you my garlic peeler that makes it easy. And I showed you 2 things outside the house, which are the Gardners Journey protection tent, as well as just some insect netting with some hoops. Okay, so those are a couple of quick hacks. You know, sometimes we don't talk about that kind of stuff, but we're all struggling with the same stuff, right? So those are some things to help you along your journey, right? Because remember, it's a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time.